So, I am about to try the Grand Cru that I got from Shop and Save today. Uh, Here's the glass I'm going to be drinking out of. Normally, you would use a snifter or a goblet, but I don't have any. So, this oversized wine glass will do about the same thing. A snifter would actually go inward instead of outward, but we're going to make do with what we've got. So I'm going to go get the beer out of the refrigerator right now. So here it is, Schlafly Grand Cru. It's backwards for you all because I'm using my webcam on my MacBook. But Schlafly, which is the local big brewery that's not Anheuser-Busch. And the Schlafly Grand Cru, I'll read it from the back of the bottle for you. Schlafly Grand Cru continues our series of bottle-conditioned Belgian-style ales. 3 different traditional Belgian yeast strains contribute fruity and spicy aromas, which give complexity to this deep golden ale. Medium body and effervescence create a light, dry impression, despite its gravity and smooth, sweet finish. Store at cellar temperature until ready to serve. And I'm going to drink it now so I don't have to worry about that. Just to cool this off, I actually set it out on my back porch in the snow because it snowed last night, and I was actually going to cool it down faster than using the refrigerator. Anyway, try Grand Cru with full flavored dishes like steamed mussels, spicy fish dishes, or bread pudding, and discover why this is truly, as its name implies, Schlafly's cream of the crop. All right, and it's bottle conditioned, which means that it ferments inside of the bottle. So actually, the longer something like this would sit around, the more it's going to become complex flavored. This is 9% by volume, so it's a pretty heavy beer. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and uncap this, and we're going to see what it tastes like. There we go. All right. Now we're going to do the pour here so you can see that. And it's coming out a pretty nice golden color. Got quite a bit of head, but I like head, so no problem. And I'm just going to kind of let that settle for a minute. Let it do its thing. Give it a smell. It's got kind of a pineapple-y smell to it, actually, which I kind of like. Very yeasty. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. And when you're drinking beer, it's very important, much like wine, that you actually smell it. Try to kind of, because the smell is going to give you hints of what the flavor is going to be like usually. And, you know, it's just a part of the tasting process. So I don't know why this head hasn't gone down, but I'm going to go ahead and try this. Spicy, fruity, pineapple-y. Also, when you're trying beer, you want to make sure to let the beer sit in your mouth for a while. Note the sensation of the tongue. This is actually really bubbly, which I kind of like. That mouthfeel also is very important too. And the last thing you want to pay attention to is the aftertaste. And it's kind of almost got like a banana-ish aftertaste too. So it's kind of like it's a very, very fruity beer. Very typical of your Belgian kind of country-style beers. This is a great winter beer. So if it's cold, try a Grand Cru style, and it'll warm you up. That'll be nice. So that's it. Thanks. Okay, so I've had about half of this beer, and I've been listening to a little bit of music while I'm doing it because I always like to listen to music while I drink beer and do my samplings. Um, I like this a lot, actually. It's actually not for a beer that has such a high alcohol content. It's actually not as heavy as I expect. It's actually pretty crisp. So you could probably try this during the lighter weather too, when it's not the winter, or if you live somewhere warm, like my friends in Florida. Um, and I paid for this bottle. It's a how big is this? This is a 1.75, I believe, and I paid or no, it's a 750 milliliter, and I paid about $9 for it, which is actually pretty good because if I went with like Delirium Tremens, which is a Belgian version of the same thing made by an actual Belgian company, it would probably cost me closer to 11, and it's comparable. Supporting the local economy, I always like doing that. This would be really, really good with kind of like a soft cheese, like a brie or something like that. Also with salami. So if you're gonna have like a nice little like fancy cheese and smoked meat party, it'd be good with that. Also, if you were gonna have salmon, like grilled salmon or something like that, I think it would go good with that as well. And I dare say, even if you had like something like a curry, like a Thai curry or even an Indian curry, it would go really good with that too. So if you have an opportunity to try the Schlafly, that's how it's pronounced, Schlafly Grand Cru, I recommend that you do so. And that's it. And I hope to be able to review another nice beer for you later. Thanks.